Hi everyone, and thank you again for being here. So now it's been about 6 weeks that we are in isolation, and it might start to feel a little bit long, and we might start to feel a little bit anxious. And this is totally normal because we lost our bearings, we lost our normal routine, and now we start wondering what is going to happen next? What's going to happen with school, with work, with world's economy? And then we might start feeling a bit anxious. So I will give you 4 easy tips to overcome anxiety when it shows up. But small note before we begin, if you're having support from a professional, please continue to follow up your protocol and use those tips as additional resources. So technique number 1, box breathing. I know there's a lot of breathing exercise that exists, but I'm going to share you this one because this is the one that works the best for me, and quite frankly, you can do it at any time and anywhere. A lot of people use it, like yogis, the Navy SEALs, the police, or even high-performing athletes, because the benefit of this breathing exercise is, number 1, it controls your breath, it calms your mind, and it's a super powerful tool to control your stress. So it's very easy. So how it works is that you breathe in for 5 seconds, you hold your breath for 5 seconds, and then you exhale by the mouth for 5 seconds, and you hold again for 5 seconds, and then you repeat. So this exercise is recommended to be done at least for 5 minutes, but you can use it as long as you need it. And you can also do some modification, and you can hold for 4 or hold for 3 seconds. And honestly, there's a lot of video on YouTube if you look for box breathing exercise that can help you with the exercise. Tip number 2. So it's the Choose Again method from Gabrielle Bernstein. And it's really to refocus your mind when you feel that a negative thought is giving you anxiety. And it can be done in 3 quick steps. The first one is just to simply notice your negative thought that's coming and that brings you anxiety. The second step is just to accept and that you are misaligned right now and that you have a negative thought, and just realize that by noticing this negative thought, you see what you don't want and you clarify what you really want, and then choose again. So go to the next best thought you can have, and this thought for you needs to be realistic and possible. And it doesn't have to be a big thing. You could just feel gratitude in terms of saying, hey, I'm home, I'm safe, I'm healthy, and hey, I have those tips from Julie to get through it. You just need to get to a positive thought that will shift your mind. The only thing is that thought needs to be realistic for you. Tip number 3. Call someone that you know that can walk you through it. And honestly, we all know who that person is for us. It's the person that you can call and that you know that will listen with no judgment, that will probably come up with good advice and a lot of compassion. And you're going to feel way better after talking to that person, because most of the time, just the fact that we share how we feel, we realize that we're not alone. Sometimes other people feel like we feel, and it's just good to know that we're not alone. Tip number 4. So go for a meditative walk. Sometimes it's just good to walk away from the situation that makes us feel anxious. So take a 15-minute walk outside to calm your mind and refocus. And the way you can do that is while you're walking, you can listen to the breeze and just take in the fresh air. You could listen to your favorite music. You could also be meditating, or you can practice the 3-3-3 rule, which is super easy. Works like this. So when you're walking, you name 3 things that you see, Then you name 3 things that you hear. And finally, you move 3 parts of your body. It could be your finger, your ankle, your wrist, your arm. Move any part of your body. And this little mental trick will help you calm your mind, will help you refocus in the present moment, and will help you relieve anxiety. So see? 4 easy tips that you can use when you start to feel anxious. I hope to see you here next week for Uplift Yourself with Julie. And in the meantime, stay strong, stay positive, and stay connected. Bye, everyone.